Good Wednesday morning, everybody. May 3rd, 2017, and the sun is shining. No more of that gloomy weather out there, finally. Or at least not for now.
No.
But instead, we trade clear skies for cold temperatures.
Yeah, that's okay with me. I would prefer that.
You would prefer the cold temperatures.
Yeah, because at least if you have the sun and it looks nice out, that still feels good. And even if it's a little cold, you can throw on a jacket or something. I'm good with it.
Yeah, looking at the low temperatures last night, looks like Monticello came in at 25 degrees last night.
Or cold dog, rather.
Chilly.
Just trying to see here if we had any Lodi 29, Portage 30, Baraboo 30. And Princeton 29. Yeah, so looks like colder to the north.
A little chilly out.
It's cold up north.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
Thunk it?
Yeah.
Those migratory birds, they know all about the cold in the north.
Jeez. They do. They've been coming back, right?
They're on their way back.
They're making their way, and
They're doing their best.
Doing their
It's a
best.
little confusing when you get to Wisconsin because the weather does this whole thing. So they get here and they're not sure really what to do. They're like, we could go back. Let's just go hang out in Illinois for a week or two.
Right?
Just see how things play out. That's what they like to do.
Just hang out in Illinois.
Yeah.
See what happens.
well, it sounds like the show went good yesterday, guys, huh?
Oh, yeah. It
Oh, yeah?
did.
Tony King was on.
Tony King was good.
Good
Came in.
information on upcoming camps
Summer.
and everything. Yes.
Yep. New stuff. Lots of new stuff. So remember, head over to the recreation page. Sign up today. There you go.
Booking up after yesterday's show. Is it?
Oh, yeah.
booking?
Just
Yeah.
going?
It
skyrocketed.
was just whoop, full. That's the sound things make when they fill up. Whoop.
I like it.
Well then, I guess we'll talk about what's coming up on the show today, huh? How about
Let's
that?
do it.
All right, we'll talk about some payments coming from the Wisconsin government. We'll talk about some of the money that Fitchburg will be receiving. Coming up in our digest segment, Preston, a little fire safety.
Ooh.
I'm
Hey,
dedicated
hot dog.
today for fire safety.
Very good.
I'm dedicating it to it.
Love
So
it.
we're going to talk a little bit about kids and fire safety. And then we're going to head over to the Fitchburg Fire Station and take a little tour. So I joined up with one of the tour groups. It was a young group. And we'll kind of get a tour of the fire station and learn a little bit about what the firefighters do there.
So kids in fire safety. Again, back to back.
It's like
at
we
that.
planned it this way.
It's almost like a plan.
Then we'll wrap it up with some national headlines. But first, let's kick it off with events, and there's lots of them. Kids Building Wisconsin event coming up. The 4th annual Kids Building Wisconsin event will again be hosted at the McKee Farms Park from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. Your children will have the opportunity to build a brick wall, see construction equipment, and enjoy the Home Depot Kids Workshop, face painting, nail hammering, I like that,
Yep.
or nail hammering contest, and participate over 20 hands-on exhibits run by local trade professionals. This is so cool.
It is very cool.
I don't know if I'm going to take Lily this year, but next year, you
She'll be
count
right
on it.
there.
She'll be ready.
Yeah,
She's already, we gave her a little plastic hammer. She's ready to go.
I like it. Yeah,
Man.
they bring out the big trucks, the big machines, lots of activities. Very cool. And kind of the goal is to get people to experience kind of the different aspects of construction, keep kids interested. I think it's a great event.
Yeah, May 9th, 9 a.m., McKee Farms Park. You got to be there. You
Be
got
there.
You got to.
And hammer a nail. And nail hammer.
Nail hammer.
There you go.
Good advice.
All right.
Had by all.
This next news comes from the Wisconsin DOT. They've received $20,000 in a national award to help combat drugged driving, which is something that we've talked about on this show quite extensively. So the Bureau of Transportation Safety has been awarded a $20,000 national grant to help combat the growing problem of drug driving. The funds will provide advanced roadside impaired driving enforcement training to 384 law enforcement officers across the state. Wisconsin is among 5 states to apply and successfully receive an award for the National Governor's Highway Safety Association. So that's very cool. According to this group, in 2015, drugs were present in 43% of fatally injured drivers, with known test results in the U.S. appearing more frequently than alcohol. So this is a huge problem. Between 2011 and 2015, nearly 1/4 of Wisconsin's traffic fatalities involved people driving under the influence of drugs. Of approximately 12,300 state and local law enforcement officers in Wisconsin, 2,630 are currently certified with these new regulations here. And with the national award training classes planned across the state this year, that will boost that number to over 3,000 of them. So good cause. Great to see that they got some of that money to kind of improve some of our law enforcement around drug driving, because obviously it's a huge problem. Huge problem.
Yeah, to overtake almost or in some cases has drunk driving.
Right.
It's hard to believe. It
Yeah.
really is. So
Yeah.
we'll keep updating you on any tips or stuff that are coming out
This
with
should get
that.
us moving in a positive direction, hopefully. So very good.
All right, moving forward here, another announcement coming from Governor Walker, and it's announcement of $80 million in payments to local governments. This was end of last month, and basically local governments will receive quarterly payments totaling $83 million. That's a lot of money. Craziness. So we'll just jump right down to the City of Fitchburg, and they are receiving $400,000 and $400,367. That's crazy.
That is.
So communities also receive state transportation fund revenues for public transit, elderly disabled transportation, and airport and harbor development. Local communities may have also received state and federal funds for specific highway and bridge construction projects. So kind of neat that Fitchburg is receiving some of this aid, and I'm sure it will go to good use.
Indeed. All right. We have to make you aware that there's going to be some gypsy moth spraying happening. So residents, indeed, residents of 20 western and central Wisconsin counties, including Dane County, can expect to see and hear loud, low-flying planes as early as sunrise, starting early May, which we are in now. Small yellow planes will be treating for invasive gypsy moth caterpillars. These non-native pests defoliate trees during their caterpillar stage, causing stress and potentially tree death. The DNR and DATCP are leading the treatment efforts against the gypsy moth. So there you go, just kind of to make you aware of what that might be, and then let's take a look at some of the applications, the way they're going to be putting this on here. So the spread program focuses its efforts in western Wisconsin, where gypsy moth populations are low or just starting to build for the first time. The objective of this is to slow the westward spread of gypsy moth. The suppression program, conducted by the Department of Natural Resources, serves mainly eastern and central Wisconsin, where gypsy moth is well established. In these counties, treatments are applied to reduce the number of caterpillars and prevent damage from very high populations. This is a voluntary program that works with landowners and local governments. And then let's talk about the timing here. So treatment applications depend on favorable weather conditions, calm winds, no precipitation, high humidity. Planes may start applying as early as 5 a.m., so keep that in mind. They might be pretty loud because they are pretty low.
Yeah.
Indeed. And then let's flip over and talk about treatments quickly. Most sites will be treated with 4A, which contains Bacillus thuringiensis, or some other very technical terminology. But
It's going to kill the boss, right? There you go.
Yeah, so BTK is the shortened version of it, and it's naturally occurring soil bacteria. So it's not harmful to us, just for them. So again, not toxic to people, bees, pets, or other animals. However, some people with severe allergies, like myself here,
I was just going to say, as I read this, I'm like,
may
this
wish
is like
to
Preston.
stay indoors during the treatment time, so keep that in mind. It is a bacterial insecticide used by the state's cooperative gypsy moth program, so it's an organic. The slow and the spread program will also apply an organic biodegradable gypsy moth mating disruptor. So they're using all the science powers that they have at their disposal to take care of these moths, which tells you it's a real problem.
I have learned so much from this story. Wow.
There's a lot in there. So
Wow.
there's a lot to unpack, if you will. So head over to the DNR if you want to read more about the way this stuff kind of works on a technical level. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's fly into the next story. Thank you.
Speaking of flying, Dane County Regional Airport has announced that they are the winner of the Best Small Airport Food and Beverage Program. Yay.
Yay. Oh,
Well, we'll just,
everything's happening. Okay, I wanted to do a cool clap. Continue with the story.
All right, I'll move on. The award was announced during a gala dinner at the 2017 Airport Council International North America Business of Airports Conference in Palm Springs, California.
Congratulations.
2 menus featuring fresh, locally grown, sustainable fare from nationally acclaimed chef. The result is an authentic Wisconsin experience that no other airport can replicate. Boom.
Boom.
The new concessions offer a memorable full-service gastropub and much lauded local coffee roaster, Wisconsin-inspired shopping, and grab-and-go food from a grocer who has served the local area for nearly a century. This artful medley of diverse tastes and goods offer travelers a world-class experience with uniquely Wisconsin flavors.
Yeehaw.
Pretty much when you travel through that airport, it is like, this is at Dane County, it's pretty much like every Wisconsin treat you can,
It's
you
like
can have.
It's like a best hits album.
It is.
Of Wisconsin, right there in the airport.
I like traveling through that airport. I really like it. It's just nice and easy, and now with these local flavors.
Very cool.
Oh boy, you're gonna want to come early, even earlier.
Get there early.
Get through the security, and then
Enjoy the port, as they say.
there you go. All right, we're gonna take a quick break. Coming up next, we open up the Fitchburg Digest, switching over to kids fire safety. That'll be next right here on Talking Fitchburg.